Alright, so OpenAI have just released a brand new model that pushes the boundaries of AI reasoning and safety. So what does that mean for us? Well, let's find out. So hey there guys, what's good? My name is Tino and welcome to Hello World, a brand new channel here on YouTube where we explore all the new advancements happening in the world of AI. We have a go at trying to build practical projects from the models that we explore, with the main aim being to learn and understand what these models do best and also how they can make our lives better. Alright, so like the title says, today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new model that was announced by OpenAI yesterday during their 12 Days of Christmas event, in which they'll be trying to release some news in the build up to Christmas, almost like an advent calendar treating us along the way. Alright, so a bit of a dramatic layout change. Hopefully everything is working. I'm trying to share the screen and hopefully you can see everything that I'm doing. But yes, the main announcement that came out from yesterday was basically OpenAI are introducing a new ChatGPT tier, which they are calling ChatGPT Pro, and with it you get full access to all of the services that OpenAI have on offer. So you get unlimited access to the advanced voice mode, which I know currently you can only use for maybe 45 minutes a day. You get unlimited access to O1, O1 Mini and GPT-4. You get everything in the lower tiers, and obviously you get the brand new model, which is the O1 Pro. Now, the most surprising thing about this announcement was the price of this old model. It's coming in at around £200 per month.
Gonna get nowhere with that.
So the announcement itself for the Pro tier was a huge surprise for pretty much everyone, it seems like. But even more surprising is the price that it's coming in at. So OpenAI are asking us to pay almost £200 or 200 USD. And when you compare it to the Plus option, which was the most premium option that they had on offer, it's literally 180. It's literally £180 more than what used to be the most premium subscription option for everyone. And yeah, so their main justification for asking for this price is that they are targeting the most hardcore users of ChatGPT. So people who are using GPT to do really complex tasks that take a lot of steps. But this really does seem like they are starting to lay out the groundwork for introducing plans that cover agents that are really capable. So you can imagine if you are somebody who owns a business and you have a particular role that you feel AI might be able to take over quite easily, but it requires a lot of tokens and a lot of generations. I feel like this Pro tier is what OpenAI might offer as a solution to small business owners who want to do that type of stuff. So you can imagine the value proposition here being something like you can pay us the £200 instead of hiring a full-time human being to do that type of work, and ultimately this will be cheaper than paying a human being. I can see that type of thing also working for developers as well. Why pay a full-time developer when you can just pay the Pro plan and have an agent basically handle your tasks with unlimited access to GPT during the month. So yeah, I think that was the biggest surprise to come out of the announcement yesterday, but let's just go back to the post. Alright, so we are back on the main post and we are going to take a look at the system card. They also released this video, which I'm sure you've already seen by now. They basically go through some of the new features and do a couple of demos showcasing how the new model handles really complex tasks. So obviously the tasks that are being showcased in the video, they are cherry picked to basically show it working properly. But we're going to take a look at this Reddit post that's trending right now. It's been out for enough time now that people have started to play around with it and give some of their opinions on it. So reading out this post, he says, after seeing all the hype around O1 Pro release, I decided to do an extensive comparison. The results were surprising and I wanted to share my findings with the community. So he goes on to talk about his testing methodology. He says he ran both models through identical scenarios, focusing on real-world applications rather than just benchmarks. Each test was repeated multiple times to ensure consistency, and his findings were that when it comes to complex reasoning, the winner was O1 Pro. So you would expect this since reasoning is its bread and butter. But he goes on to say that the margin is much smaller than you would expect, and it takes up to 30 seconds or longer for a response. And Claude Sonnet 3.5 achieves 90% accuracy in significantly less time. When it comes to code generation, the winner is Sonnet 3.5. It's cleaner, more maintainable code, better documentation. O1 Pro tends to over-engineer solutions. When it comes to advanced mathematics, the winner is O1 Pro. He says that O1 really excels in PhD level problems, and Claude Sonnet handles 95% of practical math skills perfectly. So yeah, something you would expect from O1 again, because it seems like that was something OpenAI really focused on when developing this model. So even in all of their marketing materials, they are talking about how the O1 series is the perfect companion for people who are doing PhD level type of work, or close to it at least. So when it comes to vision, the winner was O1 Pro. Sonnet 3.5 doesn't have advanced vision capabilities yet, so pretty much no contest. And scientific reasoning, it says he thought it was a tie. O1 Pro has deep analysis, and Claude 3.5 has clearer explanations. And yeah, so then he goes on to break down the value proposition and talk about why you would use one model over the other. So O1 obviously is really good at PhD level tasks, has vision capabilities, deeper reasoning, and is 5 to 10% accurate on complex tasks, while Sonnet 3.5 is a fraction of the cost, is faster, and is a superior coding assistant, handles 90 to 95% of all the tasks just as well. So I guess it really does come to use case, and if you really need that extra 5 to 10%, you would go with O1 Pro and pay that hefty price. And then he starts closing off the post by talking about some of the interesting observations that he found. He says that the response time difference is noticeable. O1 Pro often takes 20 to 30 seconds to think, and the price to performance ratio heavily favors Claude 3.5 for most use cases. He asked the question, should you pay 10 times more? And says that for most users, probably not, and here's why. The performance gap isn't nearly as wide as the price difference. Claude 3.5 handles most practical tasks exceptionally well. The extra capabilities of O1 Pro are mainly beneficial for specialized academic research. And at the end of the post here, he basically says, unless you specifically need vision capabilities or that extra 5 to 10% accuracy for specialized tasks, Claude 3.5 at £20 a month provides a better value for most users than O1 Pro at £200 a month. Alright, so that was somebody's real world review of what they think of the new Pro tier of O1, and in his conclusion he's basically saying that it really depends on what you need to do, and if it really does matter to get that extra 5 to 10% of accuracy, then go ahead and pay the £200 type price tag. Alright, so every time OpenAI releases a new model like this, they make a system card document, and this is the one for the new O1 system. It's 49 pages. I had a go at trying to read this, and as you can imagine, it's very technical, it's very detailed. So if I were to go through every single thing in this document in the video, it will end up being an hour long. So what we're going to do is basically use OpenAI's own technology to understand what's happening in this document. It definitely has a lot more information in it than the video that they published. Alright, so I've given ChatGPT the system card document, and I'm just going to basically ask it to highlight the most important parts. Hey GPT, can you hear what I'm saying?
I hear you loud and clear, Tino. Well, in a reading your text kind of way. What's up?
Cool, I'm currently making a YouTube video right now, and you're live and people can hear what you're saying. Can you summarize the contents in the document in 3 minutes, please, for anyone who hasn't read it?
Of course, Tino. Let's summarize the document in under 3 minutes. Hey everyone, let me break down OpenAI's O1 system card for you real quick. This document dives into OpenAI's latest AI models, the O1 series, which are designed to think before they answer using something called chain of thought reasoning. This allows them to break problems into logical steps, making them smarter, more accurate, and safer compared to earlier models like GPT-4o. There are 2 versions of the model, O1, which excels in reasoning, and O1 Mini, which is faster and great for coding tasks. Both models show improvements in resisting unsafe requests, avoiding stereotypes, and being more aligned with OpenAI's safety policies. For example, on challenging safety tests, the O1 models outperformed GPT-4o, refusing harmful prompts over 90% of the time. But it's not all perfect. Some challenges remain. For instance, when the models fail, they sometimes provide overly detailed answers to unsafe prompts, which could make the situation riskier. And while rare, the system card highlights concerns about deception, like when the model makes up policies or subtly omits information. OpenAI also tested whether these models could scheme, basically pursue hidden goals, and while O1 showed very limited signs of this, it's something they're actively monitoring. To tackle these risks, OpenAI has added stricter refusal policies, improved safety training, and partnered with external experts for stress testing. They're even exploring ways to monitor the model's reasoning process, like watching its thought process in real time, to ensure it stays aligned with safety goals. In short, the O1 series pushes AI reasoning and safety further than ever before, but OpenAI is staying cautious about the risks and actively working to address them. So, what do you think? Is this the kind of AI advancement that excites you, or does it raise more questions? Let us know in the comments. How'd I do?
Cool. Thank you so much for that. And now to close off my video, can you just quickly tell people to subscribe if they haven't, and thank them for staying so long if they have?
Absolutely. Here's your closer. And that's it for today, folks. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. You're the real MVPs. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our deep dives into the world of AI. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.